What's up, guys? For the last couple of weeks, this old dog has learned a new trick.
Learning a new trick.
Yeah, learning a new trick. Learning. Hey everyone, I'm Nate.
And I'm Abby.
Amelia and Popeye are both hanging out inside while we are just having some fun out here in the front yard. We're the RC Sailors. Welcome to our RC family. Guys, today we're doing something just a little bit unorthodox for the channel. Now, for those of you that are super concerned, hold on, it's remote controlled. We've got a remote control skateboard here. That's how I'm gonna call it. Kind of like a boosted board, but this is the Verreal longboard. Little camera switcheroo for the mower sound there, but this is the Verreal longboard. This is an electric remote control wireless little handheld system here skateboard. It's very cool. It's very cool. I'll tell you what turned me on to this. I used to watch Casey Neistat all the time. I don't super highly recommend him for our viewers, but I loved that he would ride through the streets of New York City and stuff, and he would have his DSLR and just do his videos. I thought that was so cool. Just got to see the city, and he traveled around with very little effort put forward. And so I've been into the idea of that for a long time, but I didn't really know which direction to go. So I did a little research, and as it turns out, a longboard is good for beginners, a little bit more stable, and you've got more foot placement. And for me, that's very important because I've never ridden an electric skateboard or a skateboard of any kind my entire life. Never even stepped on one. Might have like been around them with some friends, but I never even tried stepping on them. Well, when I got this, I realized balance on an electric skateboard is kind of hard. So when you step on, if you're not like dead center and you don't get that second foot on there quickly, it can like want to shoot out from under your feet like that. And it's a very like uncomfortable feeling, but with this one, you have brakes and you can hold those brakes while you get on the board, and it really helps a lot. Helps you get your feet stable, and then you let off the brakes and kind of get a feel for things, and then give it just a little bit of throttle. Which way are we going here? Whew. Electric skateboard, it's amazing, it's amazing. I kid you not, I'm about maybe 2 weeks in now, and I thought this video would be fun for you guys from a beginner's perspective, because I truly am a beginner at skateboard of all kinds, like I said in the beginning. What I did at the very beginning, I would take my board inside. We even have a little Instagram shot of me in the hallway, so I have stability on both sides where I can get on the board, and then the carpet downstairs.
I don't have that anymore.
No, we don't have it anymore, but it was on Instagram. Then on the carpet, because the carpet was like fairly thick, it would slow the wheels down. It made it easier for me to get on the board. And I think, honestly, that's about like 80% of the challenge is just getting on the board. And so I did that a lot inside for a few days. And then I decided, okay, I think I can do this. I took it out to the driveway. I realized, whoa, this is kind of difficult. So I put the wheels in the grass, hold the brakes on to get on the board. Once I got on the board, I just kind of lean into it and just give it a little bit of juice until I could get across one end of the driveway to the other, no problem. And that took a half hour. Then I increased my distance going across the road, just a few more feet. And finally I would push myself to go down the hill a little bit more. Now I can go into the cul-de-sac, all the way down that hill and back up this hill, which is quite a hill. And I can go down this end too. I weigh 185 pounds, and this is able to pull me up these hills just fine, no problem. It has been a very cool experience for me because I didn't think I would be able to do this, at least not as quickly as I did. I thought I would have like more falls and stuff, which knock on wood, take it nice and slow. And by the way, when you do this, you should always wear a helmet, especially learning or just pushing your ability. And I know I didn't grab it for this video, but definitely wear a helmet. I've been amazed at how smooth it feels, even running over gravel and stuff. And the battery seems to last forever. I've only charged it a third time now for this video since I've owned it, and I didn't even need to charge it that third time. It's only died once. and through all those charges, this has lasted through all of them. I haven't had to charge that at all. So the controller is actually very cool here. It's got power. You just press and hold to turn on and off, and then this little joystick, when you press that, make sure you get a shot of this, Abby. The lights go fast, they go super slow, medium, and then fast. And that indicates what speed you're riding the board in. I tend to ride in the slowest speed. That's a big deal for me. And then to control the board, you just push forward a little bit on this and then pull back for brakes. And you can throw this switch right here to switch the direction, and now the board will go that way. So you can go either way. You don't have to pick the board up and turn it around or anything. I find myself I'll go to the end of the cul-de-sac. Cul-de-sac's not wide enough to do an entire turn, so I just switch the direction of the board and go back up the hill. And it's a variable speed, and the brakes are variable too, so if you're going down the hill, I can just slowly hit the brakes. As the hill gets steeper, I pull back on the brakes even more. And the cool thing about the brakes on this Verreal board is that as you go downhill and you apply the brakes, it generates power and recharges the battery. So that's actually really awesome to increase the distance that your board can go. I wanted you guys to know from a beginner's perspective, a 30-year-old guy that's never touched a skateboard my entire life, or an electric longboard or anything, it can be done. And so if you're looking for a boosted board style of thing, I highly recommend this Verreal board. They have some different lengths. They have a short board, and then I think this is their newest board. They have 3 different ones, all about the same price. And I'm impressed by myself to be able to do this, and I think that it's something that I plan on bringing to RC events in the future. I see people on hoverboards and like electric skateboards and stuff when we go to RC events traveling around, and I think this is going to be ideal and perfect for me. It doesn't take up much space in the car. I can put this down first, put my planes and cars and trucks on it. Very cool board, very cool board. I like it a lot. I'll be driving it and riding it more in the future, and you guys will probably see it more on the channel in the very near future. I think in a month or so, when I get a little bit better at riding it, I would like to give you guys an update on it. But I am to the point now where I can get on the board and get it to go some, and I thought that would be good enough to share with you guys. So I'm not even holding the brakes right now. If you want to get a Verreal board and try it out for yourself, they're linked in the description box below, and I know that they have free shipping like everywhere, so that's kind of a big advertisement on their website. So we'll have it linked in the description box below, but this thing is so cool. It's built really well, and I thought it would be worth a share to you guys. Remote control skateboard. Thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you in the next video.
Bye!
Let's see, nice and slow, there we go. There we go.